the same, white worthless pieces of shit that were marching for George Floyd, making sure to take lots of selfies while they're doing it. These fucking narcissistic cunts that live in their safe little white bubbles while pretending that they care so much about black people, they can all suck a fucking dick. Which one's worse? I mean, really, which one's worse? I don't know. I mean, these people are all pieces of fucking shit. And you see all of these goddamn grifters. Have you guys been on X? I can't. X is a fucking shithole now. After Elon Musk took it over. Now, I do think that the censorship was because it was captured mainly by the left. Before they would censor right wingers far more so than in the past. But now when you go in there, it's just like, well, why does even somebody like myself have a blue check mark? That is fucking retarded. I'm a nobody. An absolute fucking nobody. I don't even go by my real name. Why should I have a blue check mark? Give somebody from the New York Post, the Washington Post, the LA Times. Give these people fucking blue check marks. I want to see somewhat genuine information. Now, the legacy media was definitely, they were serving as gatekeepers, but it was coming from a left wing. That filter was on the left, and so there's a lot of distrust with the media, and that's fine. But now it's just kind of like a fucking shit show. So what do you have now? You have a bunch of grifters, and holy shit, the Illuminati, the Jews, the whatever, being figured out. Whatever stupid conspiracy theorist brains think. It sucks now.
Pepe, I got a question for you.
What?
Why does Slippers keep accusing you of being a liar?
I don't know. Because I've never said that he's accusing me of fucking saying. He wants to admit it. Nye was saying, the Holy Grail, it's a clip. It's a clip. Yeah, it's a fucking clip. Show me the goddamn clips where I'm fucking doxing people.
They don't have shit.
But
of course they don't.
Buddy. You just said that he.
I know I didn't.
Random jobs for a short period of time. That's it.
Which is not doxing. Doxing is me saying, "Hey guys, look at this fat bitch that so and so is married to. Oh, look at that fucking children. This little motherfucker has cancer. Oh, guess what? You want to see where this bitch works? Here's the goddamn address. Oh, you want to see where this motherfucker works? Yeah, get him fired too. Fuck these people. I'm going to send angry letters to their, emails and whatever to their fucking jobs. I'm going to do all that. That's doxing.
Slippers.
Explain, telling a bunch of people that somebody's father is a federal judge, that would be doxing.
Yeah, for sure.
Pumpkin, did you dox Roger or JB? Why was Bima saying you were distributing information to Chaos Agents, Pumpkin?
I have no idea what she's talking about.
I mean, aren't you claiming that you're the mastermind of all this drama?
I heard the clip. He did say that. Yes, he did. You can't deny that.
I mean, I record everything. And
I would just like to ask who is actually Pumpkin.
It doesn't matter.
Adams, what about what you've been doing to Sarah, man? She has some allegations on you too, and you got this moral high ground.
And me? What do you put in the chat, please?
And me, don't forget me. Slippers is causing me all kinds of problems.
So let me ask you a question. You guys all think that I'm gay. So I mean, listening to the accusations that Sarah has to put out, I mean, how is that going to really resonate with a reasonable person?
Wait, mother and
there you go. So at the end of the day,
you're bisexual?
At the end of the day, this is a slippery slope that I really don't think that you people want to go down.
Well, okay, Adams, I will just say this is...
So again, Rich, yes, I did report you. Right. Because again, the shit that you're saying, reading court documents, and the fact that you have a parent that's a federal judge, which you have actually discussed on this app. You actually outed yourself, right? So again, there's a federal fucking agency to report it.
Well, Adams, I would say this about you being gay. I don't mean this in a mean way. It might be because somebody told
Pepe,
me.
I don't care. I don't care, Pepe.
Okay.
Pepe, I don't care. I don't care. Think that I'm gay, straight, I fuck midgets. I don't care.
Okay, but let me put it like this. My personal intuition was that you were gay, and I still thought you were like cool, and you were always welcome in my spaces.
Yeah, we did not like him for being gay.
Cray, welcome to the room. Cray, I'm hoping maybe I can do a Q&A with you because I need to do a fundraiser Monday, Tuesday to get back on the road to get more signatures on our petitions. I'm wondering if you'd be interested in endorsing candidate Kitover and helping
What's
me
up,
do a
Clay? How you
fundraiser.
doing? Clay, do you recall me being modded up in White America? Clay,
You will get paid. I'll split all revenue with you 50-50. You'll get paid as a fundraiser. Don't listen to Slippers. No, you're not donating. You're fundraising.
This man is a scam artist.
John, shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't call me a scam artist, Slippers.
Okay, you're gonna go to
You are a scam artist.
Adams, we have a problem. We did have a problem with Mojo running that scam on his stage, though, right? Like, he knew that it was pretty much a fake hoax, you know.
I'm on NPR, Matt. I'm on NPR.
Why we already know the private conversation that was had. That's just not funny at all, dude. That was my only problem that happens with Mojo near the end there, really.
Right. So instead of doxing him, what you guys should have done is do what I did. Hold on.
Just for clarity,
Hold on.
dox him, though. Just
No,
so you know.
you didn't, Matt had nothing to do with this. Instead of outing Roger, what y'all should have done is called the Illinois Department of Mental Health, right? Which is what I did. So again, I called the Illinois Department of Mental Health. When you decided that you wanted to run this fake narrative as far as being a congressman, you gave up your fucking address, you dumbass. So again, at the end of the fucking day, I have a right as a concerned citizen from the state of California to have them enact a mental hygiene warrant.
Hey, crazy, or excuse me, Cray. Why am I Cray? I'm reading your name. Sorry. How do you think about this white on, mostly white on white violence? I guess you can say that you've been hearing for the last few weeks.
No viewers at all.
I've been here for it. You know, normally it's black on black violence, as the Democrats have put it. Normally it's black on black violence, but it's not. So I'm just here for the violence.
Yeah.
Because I guess at the end of the day, right, violence is technically violence, right? Whether if it's black on black, white on white, white on black, black on white, it doesn't matter. It's all technically violence, right? But, you know, due to the way how the Democrats have tried to indoctrinate people, you know, that's when they try to push, it's white on white, black on black, this on that. I'm just here for the violence, no matter who inflicts it, to be real. So, yeah.
All right. But Adams, I would say, with you personally, though, like none of us went after you. Like you have to understand, like we all thought you were like we were cool, like we were at least not friends. Some of them friends in real life, but at least friends on here, and we did not. We were not like trying to fuck with you. I don't.
Yeah, we don't
know why
we
you
don't
feel
care
that.
who's gay.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people. Like we are not like out on. We don't have like a vendetta against Adams.
Yeah, you're just a bitch.
Yeah,
That's it.
just your friends.
We don't care that you're gay. You're just a bitch.
But I do think it was comical that JB said, "You're not a man if you don't come on my stage." Okay, come on my stage then. Prove that you're the man that I'm not, and you're come to my fucking stage. And I told you I'll clear the fucking stage and give you a mod badge. And it was the neutral party who kept on bitching at both of us, saying, stop the fighting, which is KP and Sig. Sig and KP were like, dude, I'll fucking have a sit down with you guys. I'll mod it. Like, you guys need to settle this. And you were like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know, dude. But then all of a sudden, when you have a stage and you're the only moderator, I mean, okay, yeah, that's being quote unquote a man. That's being a dummy.
How do we do it so that everybody can get in that he's blocked?
I mean, I can host a space.
Okay. And then and we get Sig the mod?
No.
Record everything.
I think it should just be Craig.
I would be the only mod, and I would do it in my room the way how I always run it. I'm the only mod. Nobody gets a mod. That's the only fair way to do it. And I'm not biased with nobody. So, yeah, you're not going to come in and try to say, oh, hey, like, I'm a Republican. Let me get a green bean. That's not going to work. Hey, I voted for Donald Trump. Let me get a green. No, I don't give a fuck. I voted for Kamala Harris. I don't give a fuck. Like, none of that shit's going to work with me. Like, all that political shit, all that don't work with me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I can care less. And that's no diss of shit, or that's no diss of Sig. I fuck with Sig, but like I'm gonna be real. A lot of the way how the situation even was handled, like like niggas didn't want to stand on business for real, and they just kind of pushed a one-way narrative. I don't like shit like that. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna clear the business, we're gonna do it with one mod, nobody else, and that's the way how we really get the business clear. And we're gonna be unbiased. We're gonna ask questions all across the board. It's not just gonna be a one way to kind of lead a direction into a narrative. I don't do that.
Well, Adams, go talk to your people. Go tell them it's going down. Set it up. Krayshawn, you're gonna be the admin. I don't know what house you're gonna do it in. You have your own house.
First of all, I'm not gonna listen to some monkey with your namesake as a fucking the Shakespearean tragedy. Okay, you are a tragedy. You are a dumpster fire. You're a fake intellectual, and you're a dumb ass fucking monkey. So again, I'm not taking answers or any advice from you. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Cray. Okay, as far as Cray opening up a space to have this conversation. Shut up, monkey. Shut up, monkey. Shut up, monkey. Don't try to get that fake ass fraud ass fucking dirty foreigner. Don't try to get that dirty foreigner to back you up. Right? You Shakespearean fucking tragedy. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you tragedy. Shut up. So again, at the end of the fucking day, Craig, do what you gotta do, and I'm definitely here to support you, Craig.
Yeah, I'll open it up tomorrow because it is a little late, but I will contact all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? I'll try my best to get JB in the room, and we could just all just have this conversation and just clear it all up.
Wait. Let's clear this shit up with Sarah and Adams right now.
Well, hold on, guys. That's not.
Let me.
No. Hold on. Guys.
Sarah, let me just let you know.
Stop.
Just
stop.
Okay, stop. I don't want
get fired. You're gonna get fired.
Okay, guys. I do not want to turn this into a Sarah. Obviously, if I want to target Adams, I can side with Sarah. I can do this and that. I'm not gonna do this on my fucking stage. Okay.
I want to say Otella something.
Okay, but not if it has to do with guys. If it has to do with Adams.
Sarah, I suggest you shut the fuck up because again, you're
Adams.
You're already writing your own resume.
Adams, she can't address you. You can't address her. Okay, if she says I'm gonna kick her. If she says anything about you, okay, so just do not address each other.
I'm not here to play into Otella's game. I'm here on the stage to tell Otella he's one of the trashiest people on this fucking app.
Thank you.
Not for 1 second, Otella. I've been able to respect you. A few nights ago, you were mocking me for being whooped in Iran. Okay, now only because Adam and I had an issue, it doesn't mean I'm gonna side with you. You're a
Well, that's fine.
trash.
But I've never sexually harassed you like he did. I've never sexually harassed you like he did.
Okay, guys. I don't want to. Okay, look, we're not having a space. God damn it, Lefik.
I'm sorry.
We are not having a space on the Middle East drama. We're not. Quite frankly, there are rooms that are like literally every hour that I've been on this app. You're gonna have Muslims. You're gonna have Jews. You're gonna Zionists, and so they're all going to have their rooms, and you guys get to discuss this shit, and all of you pro-monarchist from Iran and whatever the fuck from Iran, you guys can all do your thing on here. This is not a room. None of us, or at least me and Matt and myself, we are not Jews, Muslims, or
I'm not here for any of that. But I'm not
any of that.
Monarchist anyways.
Hey, let me tell you something. Wait. Hold on, Pepe.
But don't address that point.
I'm not. This is my last word on it. Roger, JB, and Adams have all sexually harassed Sarah, and I was the only one that stood up for her. That's the truth.
Othello, you don't even stand up for your fucking mother. Okay?
That's the
You're
truth.
a trash.
That's the truth.
You do not stand up for anyone.
Yeah,
The
I
first
know.
time I met you on this app, you threatened my life.
Let them do what they do. I guess
You
she's going to be
threatened
the Zionist
my
at the end of the day.
You
Zionists
threatened
gonna
my
link up
life
at the end
for
of the
being
day.
pro-Israel on this fucking app. You're a piece of shit.
The Zionists going to link up at the end of the day. She's going to side with the Zionists, even though they
you don't want to be protected. Why you
All right, guys, hold on. Okay, the Zionists and the pro-Palestine people, you guys don't bring this drama on my stage. You guys just said what you're going to say. I just really, I don't want to talk about it.
Can I ask them a question, Pepe?
No. Hold on.
You want
Let's
to reset, Pepe?
Yes,
So, I'll do a reset.
Can I get like 20 seconds? That's a lot.
Okay, 20 seconds, then I'm going to do a reset. Go ahead.
The question is, Adams, are you a part-time faggot?
Change your dad's bedpan? Are you changing your dad's bedpan? Are you changing your dad's bedpan?
All right, stop.
Yeah, imagine missing out on life because you're
Jesus Christ. I'm going to help.
You could afford.
Oh my God! I'm saying the Lord
Changing your dad's
Jesus Christ! You're gonna send me to hell, okay?
like a dumb, bald-headed fucking pimp.
Okay. Wow. Can I do a reset, guys? Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, reset. So, look, there was a room made that GB made earlier. Now, I had a room that was about the beautiful Ukrainian refugee who came to the United States, and she was living in Charlotte, North Carolina. She got stabbed by this black man.
That was so sad.
And that was what my room was
house.
about. It was not about JB. It was not about any of this stuff. Adams comes in, and it's like, oh, we haven't talked to Adams in a while. And so we're talking. I'm on stage. He's in the chat. We're addressing each other back and forth. Adams comes on stage. And naturally, the kind of, a lot of the drama, I guess you can say, was stemming from the whole JB stuff. And then JB opens up her room, and then I end my room, and he's talking about me, amazing, and I was just, I was just listening. I did, I've been saying this for weeks. It's just apparently it all started, at least with me, when I went on the attack. Was when I was listening in on a room on Anonymous, and JB was saying, I'm a piece of shit. I doxed Roger's family. I doxed where he worked. I gave out like social security numbers and addresses or some stupid shit. And then he was telling people like, you may like to go into his rooms, but just remember, this can turn on to you. And I see, like, whoa, this is bullshit. Like, no, I've never done that. Like, you know, and so I end up going off anonymous, go into his room, answer a few questions, and said, yeah, no, I didn't do any of that. In fact, I'll give you $1,000 if you find the clip where it is where I'm saying a relative's name, where you worked, like the name of your employer, an address, a social security number, any of that stuff. And then he's like, I'm about to make $1,000. And he's going to go in John Kitover's, I guess, replays. And long story short, in this replay, and by the way, I've looked for those clips. I could not find even the room that they say that they were alluding to.
Can you bring Jack?
Well, hold on. Shut up, Rich.
Let's just not something you to bring Jack.
No, hold on. And so I'm trying to find, like, where in this so-called room I was saying any of this stuff. I couldn't find it. But I know I didn't say any of this stuff. But then it comes out today that not only did they not have the clips like they said they did, but John, basically JB's trying to tell John that, hey, look, $600, I'll match that if you show me, if you find the clip. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't have that clip. Like, there's no clip. And it's just like amazing. Now, you spent weeks making an argument that I said something that I did not say. And I'll say this again. And this is what I was saying weeks ago. The minute, okay, I stay anonymous on this app. So in other words, I don't hit on women and try to meet them in real life, like, ever. They would try to do this shit in my back channel. It could be that some of them are just trying to get me to release my identity. I don't know. But there are other avenues for, if I want to meet a woman, it's not going to be on here. But with that being said, if I ever sent out a dick pic, if I ever sent anything gross to any woman, I mean, dude, you guys know I would have been made contact, like, a couple of years ago. It never happened. Like, where is the recording? I've not. None of this shit exists. And JB even took it a step further. He went and said that this is serious now. He's fucking with my family. He's threatening my kids. It's my dude. Where's the clip? Your kids? What kids? I didn't know you had kids. Well, I think I've heard that you have a son. But then other people have talked to you more, have said that you have kids, plural. Because I do remember talking to you once and saying you had to go to an event with your son. So I that kind of stuck with me where, okay, I think you have a son, or okay, amazing. You have a daughter or something. I think somebody's alluding. People have been saying something about you going to Texas to live with the daughter. This is all I've heard. I don't know anything about your kids, and quite frankly, your kids are not of importance. Why do I care about your kids? What does that get? What content do I get out of saying, like, you have a daughter that, like, lives in Texas or some shit like that? I've heard people said you're moving there because of that. Does anybody care? What does that even have to do with you? It's just stupid. But he admitted, they admitted basically they have no clips. The last few weeks has all been hearsay. When it comes to what else? Oh, he did challenge me. He said, "Be a man, oh man, just come up here on my stage, yada yada yada." Bro, why when KP and Sig were trying to say, get both sides to quash this, they don't like that we're fighting. They had offered to basically have a space where the two of us could talk it out. You bitched out. Now you want to do it on your stage. You said I was a vagina for not doing it. Now I guess my question that I'd ask you is like, not only will I clear the whole stage, but I'll give you a mod badge.
Your Honor, what's the point of a hearing if
So we're on equal footing.
I remind you to speak as loudly as
You're not going to do that.
Keep my face on.
Like you are literally like the most slimy,
That the vision of your remaining
just like
eye
piece of shit. You're a fucking
more
pussy.
reliable than that of Mr. Darmody's own
The
mother.
reason you need to have the mod badge is because I'm going to ask you the questions. You're going to make accusations about me, like that I
It was my son.
talked about
It
your
doesn't
family,
matter what I
that
said.
I doxed
There's no
Roger's
one there.
family, and I'm going to ask you
I was in
to
love. I was tricked.
prove that I did
How
it,
can
to
that be
provide
right?
some kind of receipts.
I'm
You will not
allowed
be
to
able to
speak.
do it.
I'm not allowed to live. Why does a man
So how do
do
you-
What can you do after that point?
Are you trying to do it already again? Like with him already?
No, I'm told. So he only makes response rooms to mine. Like he will not go on the same stage as me wherever I am, but even when he's in the audience.
Yeah. Cray, early on, Sig and a bunch of people asked if they could, moderate, between them all. But I guess that never came to fruition,
Well, I mean, cause
It was his side. It was him that
because-
refused.
Well, is it because like, he just wants to just have the one-on-one conversation with you and not really everybody else?
Well, no. So like Sig, if
'Cause I mean, I don't know.
well, Sig, for example, he's been moderating rooms with them as this has been going on. Like he does not. You know Sig, right, Cray?
Yeah. I know.
He's not going to get. He's a very headstrong individual. He's not going to give into the. You can say, "Hey, we're feuding. Wow, how dare you be a mod on his stage?" And he'd be like, "Well, like fuck you. I'm a grown man." You know how Sig is. He's not really. And where I almost thought he's perfect
It's for
because he's
more.
not
It's
going
a
to
show.
really.
It's a show for
He's somebody
and
who's
by
not going
morons.
to, I think, be easily swayed by either of us. We can give narratives, and I don't think he'll care about a narrative. He'll just want the facts. Like,
It's a show for
okay,
and
you're
by
claiming this. Can you
morons.
prove that this happened? That's that. I mean, and I think that's the type of argument where JB is completely unwilling to have. He's giving a narrative-based argument, which I've when talking about him, some of it involves narrative for sure. When tying everything together, like his behavior and shit he's done in the past, on and off the app, but I'm not really, when it comes to the specifics of this example, I'm not somebody. I know for a fact I did not give away any personal identifying information about family members, where they'd worked, any of that shit. It's never happened. And so I know these clips are not going to come out. Like they'll just repeat the lie over and over and over again. And when I make my rooms, he would not address anything, accusation I made specifically to debunk it. They would just like, JP would just say like, oh, he's my kids, my family. This has gone over the line. He's doxing me. And okay, where, when? He can't do that. Like, at what point do you just like? Is he just he makes these accusations and he has these dick riders on his stage? Okay, but if he can't prove I said this, then I mean it's ridiculous. And what's really annoying is that since the beginning of this, all of this shit started between JP and I with the alleged doxing of Roger. Our rooms have been, we've been recording each other.
Bitchy baby. Fuck you.
We've been, when JB then made a claim that, during these back and forths, after the drama with Roger, that I was doxing his kids and his family.
And deluding himself with whatever he's seeing there.
Where are the clips?
I just, it
they don't exist. I know they don't exist because I've never mentioned one of his fucking family members' names.
I do think that you should, just try, just a try, and it's like, if you try, and it's like, he just, for whatever reason, just doesn't allow you to speak, or what I'm saying. If it's some shit like that, then I think it's more fair assessed. But I think you should at least just try to give it a shot, like just at least try to have the conversation with him.
Well, I would with the moderator. He's not going to have the mod badge.
No, I'm just saying in general, like, there's nothing wrong with doing it in a away game, like going to someone else. I mean, shit. I mean, if people got an issue with
I would do it.
Conversation with you about it.
I would do it, but the thing is, I know he won't do it. He won't even do it in a neutral
Shut
space.
up, bitch!
So
We know you don't look like that in your PTIs, you ugly hoe!
You can, and you see how basically anybody who says that they're on the sideline or they're on the fence regarding what's happening between him and I, he will absolutely attack them. And so I'm not going. And of course, the people in his room, you have people that that were, definitely cheerleading. Like, who is the name of this woman who I cannot fucking stand? One of the most annoying white women on the app, Jane Rosenzweig or some shit. She's, I'm looking at the shit she's posting in the comments, and you do have these lefties and some other people just have a grievance with me personally because of my opinions and things I've said. And they're absolutely, it's not only is it a hostile territory, but if he has the mod badge, no, I'm not playing his game. I've never, and part of the reason why is because I've seen when people try to question him when he runs a room, that when they try to give any kind of pushback, it's my fucking space. You get the fuck out of here. I'm kicking you. Like, he doesn't have an actual debate. And to me, that is, people have witnessed this in my rooms and, in Clubhouse in the beginning. I would say something, if it was an African American, say like, oh, that's so racist, like fuck you, like whatever. And it'd be like, okay, I would actually mod this person up and be like, all right, what's up, bro? And have the conversation. Like, he's just not one of those people. Like, I don't respect him whatsoever. Either he can do it in a neutral space or he can't. Like, period. He wants to control the fucking narrative. No, what you need to do is you need to have a moderator where you can make your claim. There are rebuttals. You can make a counterclaim or a different claim. They can give a rebuttal, and then people can decide for themselves. He would not be able to have that kind of conversation with me because he's going to make claims, and I'm going to ask for proof. He will not find the proof. That is why, he won't do this.
Royal Sheep, bring the evidence. Don't lie. And I'll say this in front of everybody. Fuck you and fuck Gaza. How about that? Make sure you clip it, bitch.
Amazing.
Right? No. Don't make claims.
No.
Don't make claims, Royal Sheep. I'm not the one you want to play with. I will wash you up, dry you up, and then hang you on the clothes. You understand that? And long live Netanyahu. Keep crying. You're probably going to die from oxidative stress.
Holy shit.
Because you can't cope.
Okay. Let's not. I don't want to make this like a Middle Eastern room.
That's what I wanted to say. Bring your evidence. Where's the ICJ ruling?
Amazing. I appreciate your enthusiasm. We're just like, this is not a Palestine-Israel space.
I know that, Pepe. I just want to make it clear for all these Palestinians. Fuck Palestine. And fuck
Okay. Wow. I get it. I'm trying to avoid that stuff tonight.
The one thing I do want to say, that threw me off. I wasn't expecting that.
I'm a proud Zionist.
Yes. Amen. Absolutely. Shabbat
Go
shalom.
on mute.
Okay, and I just want to say, all of the attacks against me have been wildly anti-Semitic. Okay, they've been wildly anti-Semitic and disrespectful. Okay, to my identity and my being. All of the slurs that I was called on the stage.
Now, Adams, we've been on this app together for a long time, and I've heard you talk some shit, specifically to Sarah. That's why I had to ask one
all
time
of the slurs
why
that
you
have
were
been
jumping
put
her
towards me
and you
have
were
been
going off in the
viciously
chat.
anti-Semitic. Okay,
Not jumping a white woman. No.
Thank you.
Right?
That's because he don't like women.
Okay, the one thing I'm not gonna say all that, but the one thing I do want to say is this.
Can we talk about Othello and Angelo as he beat my ass?
Because Cray is
Can we talk about that for a second?
Let Cray finish.
Othello was in my back channel trying to beat my ass.
Othello, does he say butter your biscuits?
Go ahead, Cray.
Or he gonna try to spread my money? He's getting my booty hard. That's what he says.
So the one thing I do want to say is this. I do think, Pepe, I do think you should at least just try to have the away game, because and this is coming from a person that has been known for doing away games. At least if you at least try to go to his territory and you try to have the conversation, and let's just say hypothetically it doesn't go the way how it's supposed to go. At least at that point, you could at least say that, like, you put in the effort and you actually tried to even go to his own space to talk about it, and for some strange reason, it didn't go down like that, right? Like, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think just not even trying and just saying that's just what's gonna happen. Like, you never really know, especially with
that
Clubhouse,
actually
man.
is
Like,
what's going to happen, though. He's going to remove people immediately because he wants to be top left. He wants everyone to only listen to him and hear what he's saying, and that's it. He won't allow anyone to speak. And he's been speaking on me, and I haven't even been in any of these fucking rooms. But I've been targeted as well.
If someone spread a rumor and said that he hired me as a bodyguard, I'm still trying to figure out who said that.
Well, I'll say this, Craig. Like, I'm somebody, and I'm sure you know this, but I'm somebody who loved being made the content and playing the away game. That was actually the highlights of me on Clubhouse. Was literally being when I very first started, and you'd still have 1,000 people in a room, and like 30, 40, 50,000 people flowed through it. Like when
Congressman John Kitover,
what was the really big first one was like, To Catch a White Supremacist. It was like Lou Fax and Curtis. They did a room on me, and I was in the hot seat the whole fucking day. Ion, when he had his big rooms, I was on the hot seat. I'm somebody who actually thinks that shit is fun. Like, I thrive on that. Now with him, I'm gonna say, like, I'm trying to say this in a nice way. He's holy shit. First of all, the reason I would do it with the playing the away game before is because I got the exposure and it was a challenge. With him, it's literally just feeding into this guy who I think is like a nothing. He's not. He can't like organically draw people to his spaces on his own. I just don't. It's not, the drive is not there for me, and I know that it's going to be unfair, and I'll end up getting annoyed. The result is so predictable that I just don't want to play that game. Whereas if it was if it was several years ago when I would, once again, who the fuck. When it comes to controversy and a challenge, like, that's not somebody I'm known. I'm not somebody who's known for dodging that kind of shit. But with him, it's just like, meh, you're a fucking nobody. You want to like cradle your ego in a weird way, where it's like, you be a man and come up on my stage. No, get out of your fucking diapers and go on a neutral stage. He won't do it. And so, like, I'm not gonna. I won't play into his game, mainly because not only do I know his intentions, but it's in a way it's actually helping him, and I'm not willing to help him. I think he's a piece of shit. Like, I do not like him. I've made that abundantly clear.
Long live Israel.
God bless Israel.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering, like, how is this going to resolve? Because it's just like, or is this just going to be like just a continuous thing? I'm just.
Well, sure, it could be. It will be. The reality is, there's no peace. I think he's a piece of shit, and that he's not capable of change. And so, I'll just say this: when it comes to him, hold on a second, my Uber Eats is here. Hello.
How do you make it plain but you can't back it up?
Thank you.
I was going to say,
Clean.
Pepe, remember that scene in No Country for Old
An
Men?
ICJ warrant is not an ICJ warrant.
Well, hold on. Okay. Now we're talking about Israel and ICJ, and
I know. I was going to stay on topic.
well, hold on. But goddamn, now I don't know what we're
losing
gonna
my
say.
mind. I'm just putting you in place.
I was getting my food, but I was trying to continue after that.
Just another Hamas war in the chat.
Okay. Remember the scene in No Country for Old Men where he says that the guy's like a bottle cap or like a piece of lint? That's what JB's like. You know, when he's talking to the gas station attendant guy and then he flips the coin, he lets him go. You know, that's what Jay should be.
Well, here's the thing.
Let me ask you a question, Rich. Would you say that to his face?
Yes.
I don't think I can be honest.
He's 5'6" and a pimp scumbag fucking rapist.
Hey, Adams, I'm gonna be real, bro.
Okay, Adams.
Hey, Adams, I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't think a lot of people would say a lot of this shit.
Exactly, Craig.
I think niggas is just woofing because it's a room where he's not in.
Okay, but I think
say shit when he's not around, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I would say this.
I say it to his face all the time.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, but I've said it to his face. So I know there's a 0% chance he could like hurt me in a fucking confrontation. He's not somebody who I find
predator, so he's a bitch.
Shut up and let me finish. He's not somebody I find remotely intimidating. I would actually find the everyday square, the person who's never been to jail, never been to prison, who will respond in a reasonable way to be far more threatening than him. This person will introduce the authorities when it is warranted. They will use force when it is warranted. There's all kinds of shit with him. He's just like, I just look at him as a Weasley predator, but he's as a predator. I'm somebody who can prey on him if I wanted to. He's not somebody who would really go after me. Like, if I was his next door neighbor, he'd be sucking my dick. Like,
what?
He'd be like, "Oh, you're the greatest." No, I don't mean literally, but I mean, he'd be like, "Yo, he's like the most stand-up guy." Like,
Pepe, you're the smartest person I ever met on Clubhouse.
Exactly.
He's like a coyote, Pepe.
He's somebody who could buy his
like squirrels and shit.
Sure.
But then like a 12-year-old child chases after him, he runs away with his tail between.
Sure, but I'm somebody who I think that, like, if he had just bought lunch, I'd be like, "What do you have there in your bag?" "Oh, amazing." And I just ate it in front of him. "Hey, you want to go on Clubhouse?" Yeah. Let's go on Clubhouse. And I'd eat it in front of him, and he wouldn't say shit. Like, I actually look at him as one of those people. Now, he may not be I think he would prey on somebody if they thought they were, like, weaker, but he's somebody who will just take it like a little bitch once. When that person is capable of doing it, he respects that in a weird way. He is.
Can you imagine how much?
Jesus Christ! Shut the fuck up, Rich. You guys, I'm so derailed now because I got my Uber Eats, and then Rich, you had to be a fucking faggot, autist, and go off and say whatever stupid shit, and then we have the super Israeli guy, and he's saying like his random super Israeli shit, and I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about now.
I was just gonna say, how many times do you think he got passed around like a pack of cigarettes in prison?
That didn't help answer my question.
Yeah, this is.
I don't know where we were.
This is. I don't know, man.
I mean, leave it to Rich to, visualize his whole gay
kinda...
sexual proclivities.
PT.
It's crazy.
Okay, you gotta
drive your Uber.
You gotta go. We're not doing that here.
Yo, Cray, what's the name of your house?
Keep banging.
All right.
But I'm just curious, where are the clips? False narrative. For weeks, I said
over
some
and
shit.
over again. Everybody's got a false
I'm waiting
narrative.
for the clips. This is so disappointing.
I'm the center of the clips. I'm the clip king. The king of Clubhouse clips. The clip king.
Even NY called it out. She was saying, like, you guys, the Holy Grail will be the clip. I know I didn't say it, so like you're not gonna provide the clip.
Speaking of being clips, I'm surprised you're still here talking, Pepe. Figured you'd be clipped by now.
Yeah, well, who knows? It could happen, but at the end of the day,
I'm sitting here in this room, and you guys are kind of my entertainment for right now. So why would I clip him?
So why
along your narrative.
Well, why do you want to clip me when I wouldn't try to like clip you? I'm just curious.
Monk in this room actually invited me. Who gives a shit who invited you, bitch? I'm sending you back to Gaza. Bring the evidence.
Okay.
Every room I see you, I'll leave it.
Well, the goddamn Middle Easterners. Well, guys, keep your tribal. Keep your tribal warfare, on your tribal land.
She's an Arab. They're inbred. What do you expect?
Well,
Too many cousins.
I get it. Still not. I'm not Middle Eastern.
You did say it. You did say it. The ICJ genocide. That means it's a ruling. So where is the ICJ ruling, bitch? Because I can bring you Joanne Donahue saying that's not it. So shut your ass up.
Well, I get it.
No!
I get it. I've seen the pictures where you have a rather plump mother holding an emaciated child. And the first question that comes to mind is like, why is this bitch so fat? Or not fat, but plump. And this kid's emaciated. That doesn't make sense.
That's why nobody wants them, Pepe. Jordan doesn't want you, Kuwait doesn't want you, Egypt doesn't want you, Bahrain doesn't want you, Qatar doesn't want you, Saudi doesn't want you, Turkey doesn't want you. You're fucking pieces of shit. Every country you've been in, you've committed terrorism, you fucking terrorist.
But Alpha, I'm a Palestinian. Why are you talking about us this way?
Yeah, are you? Fuck you too.
And I am. Why are you being so mean?
Maybe they pay them.
Pepe, Palestinian, wow. No way. I don't believe it.
I am. Actually, my family's from Gaza.
Where in Gaza? From Khan Yunis?
Not too far from there. We were one of the Catholics. I'm serious.
Oh, one of the Catholics who got wiped out, right? Or Islamized. That's early 2000s stuff, right?
Love makes us both beautiful. Who chooses?
You guys just okay. I'm not in there. But anyway,
Master said, "Loveless men cannot bear need long. They cannot bear fortune long."
Yo, Pepe, on the subject that you were talking about, general problem. Anybody can make a claim, all right? Anybody can take anybody to court. If you can't prove it, you're gonna lose it. So if you've done nothing wrong, everything's good, man.
I would say it's somewhat similar to holy shit, how do you put it? Okay, so when it comes to Gaza, people say it's a genocide. Okay, well, I mean, first of all, like the definition of genocide seems to change according to which side of the event you're on. And
you're gonna have to trust me.
Okay, so for example, you see like a picture.
That's probably not a smart idea.
One of the hard times I have with a lot of the pro-Palestinians is they'll say like, look at these videos. Like, How is that not a genocide? It's so like there's something that's like emotionally like will tug on your heartstrings, and you're like, it's genocide. Is it really? No, it's not really. That's just like a very ugly, evil. No, I wouldn't say evil. It's just like a very ugly reality that happens in war, and so because of this, because you showed me a sad video, I have to agree that there's a genocide happening, which is completely illogical. And look, I've had enough. There's maybe been one or two people that are pro-Palestine that I've talked to that I think are reasonable.
Don't compliment women.
I mean, like seriously, I would say over 99% of the people that are pro-Palestine, you guys are super unreasonable. And I'll also say this: I also think a substantial proportion of the Zionists or pro-Israel people I've talked to are also unreasonable. Of course, both parties have like a vested interest in their side winning, but it's I can't help it, when it comes to the pro-Palestine side. If you're a small content creator, use this sound to gain at least 100 new subscribers. I would say they lie far more, and their narratives are not only a lot less accurate, but just like use this sound to gain it. They're just like patently false.
So it's false that 70% of the people dead are women and children.
But we don't have the accurate numbers.
Yeah, I just posted BBC.com.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is that even people that are pro-Israel or pro-Hamas, they, at least the smart ones, they recognize that those don't reflect. There's no way to verify those are the. Can I ask a question? Accurate numbers, and then when it comes to sure, right after me. But then even when it comes to children, I think a lot of people don't realize this, but. And I hate even having to make this argument because I don't want to give these people any kind of legitimacy. But in the Middle East in particular, children are often combatants. Like, in other words, 16, 15, and 17-year-olds.
What about 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds?
Nobody makes that claim. Go ahead, Adams.
Got it. Thank you, Pepe. So, Othello, why does your black ass actually care about any of these issues? You should be more worried about black women, okay, aborting fetuses in the womb. Why don't you talk about the death rate of black American children in America? So again, and you're not worried about it because again, you're not in a position to procreate, right? So shut your dumb ass incel black ass up and mind your fucking business and stop worrying about Israel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. As much as my checkbook can afford. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, broke blackie, broke. Broke blackie. Thank you. You're poor. You're broke. Blame Jews. Get off of social media and go get a job. Go get a job. Shouldn't you be driving an Uber? Shouldn't you be driving an Uber? Shouldn't you be driving? Wait. Allegations. I thought. Wait a minute. 1 minute I'm gay. The next minute I have allegations. Like this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Again, have fun in court. Sarah's not going to say shit because Sarah wants to keep her fucking job. So again, Sarah's going to continue to shut the fuck up. Sarah's going to continue.
He's trying to silence her.
He's trying to silence
Sarah's
his victim.
shutting up because Othello's a piece of
That's how this goes. That's how this goes. That's how this goes. That's how this goes. So again, I'm gay 1 minute. The next minute, I'm sexually harassing women. Isn't this rich? Like, this is crazy. Where is Rich? Where is Rich, by the way? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Why would she lose her job? Why would she lose her job? Right.
What do you mean doxing?
What do you mean? What do we mean?
Conversation with somebody at the dinner table is doxing?
But wait a minute, Adam.
You don't know why I'm sitting at my dinner table. Thank you. So again, keep pointing up.
Adams, how would she lose her job?
Threatening to dox her. Wow.
Be quiet now, lady.
Mind your, because I was muted. Mind your business, Mom.
Okay, I muted it. No, I am minding my business. Maybe if you would mind your own business, you wouldn't be having this conversation.
First of all, let me tell you something. You postmenopausal dust, you bitch. Okay?
Okay,
Watch your mouth. Mad with Amber Rose. Mad.
What about Amber Rose?
Was Amber Rose mad?
Oh, is that the best you can do?
Amber Rose was mad when she called you out.
Is that the best you can do?
When she called you out.
No, she didn't call me out for anything.
She called you out. She definitely called you the fuck out.
No, she didn't call me out.
She definitely called you the fuck out.
I can tell the bitch right now if I wanted to.
Thank you.
You in here?
God bless Amber Rose.
You want to suck his dick?
God bless Amber Rose.
Just tell him that.
God bless Amber Rose. I would definitely.
Hold on, guys. He did tell me that he wanted to suck my dick. Nick's making me so horny right now.
Thank you. Actually, I was referring to you. I was referring.
You had a whole celebrity call you out for being a catfish.
She didn't call me out.
You had a whole celebrity call you out for being a catfish, bitch.
You fucking idiot. How would I call a catfish, you dumb bitch? How the fuck could I be a catfish? Well, I've met too many
and none of them are married to you, you single fucking middle-aged bitch. So again,
I've been married.
thank you.
But you can't figure out if you already with a man or a woman. Then you give it all kinds of stuff to the trans women, bitch. You can't figure out what the fuck you want to be, bitch.
Got you nowhere. Got you nowhere. You're sitting up on social media.
And I got you mad because
posting groans, 40 and 20-year-olds because you're a dumb-ass bitch. Why are you not on the Housewives?
You're a liar.
Why are you not on the Housewives, Mom?
Why are you
I'm living for this. This is what it's like when two of your enemies clash. All you do is sit back and record. Boom, boom, boom. It's like watching Ramses. Bang, bang, bang.
You are run through.
I've been married.
You're run
Who's
through.
going to marry you?
You're run through.
Who's going to marry you?
Thank you. You're run through. Don't worry about
men or women. I'm not worried about it. You should be worried about it.
That might be the person who's selecting your next part.
Thank you, bitch. Nobody's thinking about you at all. You're in here lying, talking all kinds of shit.
Keep muting me, bitch. You weak ass bitch. Catfish.
You're weak.
Catfish.
And you're clap
Catfish.
Enough.
Catfish.
All
a whole celebrity called you out.
After all these years, you're still a nothing. No wonder you're cool with JB. You're both one and the same, right? Fuck you, bitch.
You no talent, half-ass
He's
bitch.
cloud chasing, and so are you, but you're still a nobody on here.
Well, Adams, I'm just
This
curious.
is some good roasting.
We know what Mon looks like. She is gorgeous. She's been, she was obviously a model.
I've met facts, nobody can. Amber Rose probably has something against women that are older than her, considering the fact they keep taking her man. Right?
Let's ping her in the room, Mon.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up, you dumb groupie ass bitch.
You're the groupie.
Who's a groupie?
You're
Who's a
going
groupie?
around this app. You're
Who's a groupie?
secretary. Is that what you
Who's
are?
a
You're
groupie?
still
Listen, you're a gig
secretary.
worker, Mon.
You're
You're a gig
still
worker. You don't have a full-time job.
secretary. You're a secretary.
You are a gig worker. You don't have a full-time
You're a
job.
secretary.
Broken ass
You're a
bitch.
secretary.
Right, exactly. Go
You're
clean your kitchen.
everybody's secretary.
Amber said your
Actually,
kitchen is dirty.
she
Thank
wasn't
you.
even over at my house.
She was
when Denai
again.
came over. He
Your
said, "Wait a
kitchen
minute."
is dirty.
She talked about this
Your
house.
kitchen
What the
is
fuck was she
dirty.
talking about?
Just like her dirty ass
Amber
yellow
never
teeth,
said
bitch.
that, but I
So
know
again,
that's all you
keep
got to
running
go
your
on
mouth.
because
You're
you're
a
weak
catfish.
and whack.
You're a middle-aged
You're
woman trying to
weak
live out your
and
youth.
you're whack. You're weak and you're whack.
I'm just curious
What
though.
a weak bitch.
I'm just curious though, Adams, is that like Mon and I and White, because we were like the
Well, wait,
Robin
wait, you
Howard.
see, these people don't realize I've met Vax. He never came back to this app and said anything about me other than me being beautiful. Did not say
You did say he wanted to fuck you, and I got mad at you.
So they don't realize that I've met people off this fucking app. They never came back with any of that shit. So fuck Amber. Like I said, maybe she has something against women that are older than her, considering the fact that they keep taking all of her men.
I mean, isn't Cher like 80 years old?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she's.
I mean, Cher took her man, and he's how old? Like in his 30s.
And I was your friend Adams, but you know when JB was talking shit about me in the other room,
Guys.
be quiet, man. No.
Sorry, fuck you, Sa'il. Free Palestine.
Okay.
You dumb Arab. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Like, Adams, did you defend me in that room? Because you and I have been cool for years, although you do have a tendency to just flip on people. Why? Just because.
That's what he did, and that's what Adams did, and that's why he's so upset.
I know.
That's why
I've
he's
been
so
through
upset.
a few times. That's why I kept telling you, Pepe, don't mod this motherfucker up in this room.
And you told me
Okay,
this
that's
and
another
you were trying
hour.
to tell
I mean,
me
how many
this.
hours is this going to go? This is
So what's
unbelievable.
funny is that you, Michelle King, we can talk about like a bunch of people in this clubhouse that were saying basically like, no, dude, JB is a piece of shit. Like, do not believe him. But it's like, well, I'm not a judge for myself. I judge for myself, and you know, I realized I gave this piece of shit like way too much wiggle room. And it, like with him, and the same thing happened with Brad and KK. They actually befriended him and stuck up for him for a portion of time, and where they were like, okay, well, we hear the rumors, like we'll just get to know him, you know, for ourselves. But he wears out his welcome. That's just like that's his nature. Like he can't control himself. And
it's the projection show. I've got to create
I just think it's funny.
a
Like,
clubhouse
people are making
name
fun
called
of
Projection, and every time somebody
Adam's
projects, we
husband,
hit the
but,
bell. That's the way to do this show.
Really? I mean, she's and Adams. You know, the black people in this app, by and large, all regard her as being like beautiful. Like I think she's extremely attractive, and you're just like.
Now he's pulling a Roger in the
And
same
she's
way
the
that he
one
talks to
person, the only
Monica.
person on this app that actually knows who I am in real life. I mean, she's a gorgeous woman, and you just like, I don't know. It's just, she's somebody who is so kind to you. And why are you shitting on her now that you have this piece of shit, JB, that's like, for whatever reason, you want to think he's like a good guy.
Superstitious. Smells good. Are you here because of the fire? Anything we should be worried about?
No. So I think cheaper if JB's right.
Reminds them about the perimeter.
But I would just say to them, show the proof where I doxed anybody by sharing family members' names, where they work, addresses, social security number if you can't do it. So I've been like really. They've been running with this fake content for a few weeks, and the result of it was that JB ended up losing his space in healthy debates. So now he can get a room with like a few people. Now look at him. I have a new account, but we can look at my rooms. I get more people, and of course they'll say like, "Oh, that's not important." It is important to him. He's a narcissistic piece of shit, which is the only reason why I try to like drive that point home to him. You didn't win, dude. Like, you're a worthless piece of fucking shit. We all know it. And he never addresses this part in his room, so I'll just drive it home again. You're somebody that nobody's brother, father, son ever wants to see be with a female family member. You are just like the biggest piece of fucking shit in the world. Absolute piece of fucking shit. I mean, I'm not going to go to where I want to go, but I would not be able to live with myself if I was you. That's all I'm going to say. You are beyond fucking worthless. You are a net drain. You're a predator. You're an absolute piece of fucking human filth.
I'll personally supervise the test.
You don't address anything I say in my rooms. You just double down on your stupid narratives, and you have these low IQ people that basically just follow along, and that's fine. But I will just say to you people that follow along, is it any like real surprise why even the large black creators on this fucking app, when they would go on to other platforms, I don't know where I left off at.
We left. I think we lost you there.
Where did I leave off at?
Human, filthy scum, something like that.
Can we bring out him?
Yeah. What I would say is this: is that guys, that like wherever I went on this app, when you still had large rooms, they'd be like, "Oh, there's Pepe. Bring up Pepe." When I go onto other platforms, they'd like bring me up. This horrible, evil racist. I guess kind of like the point trying to. Sorry, I have my phone case off, so I keep on hitting buttons. But
the point that you fuck cousins too. That's what I read in the chat. Is it true?
All right, stop.
You like to contaminate the gene pool?
Jesus Christ! Why is, dude? This is not in Israel.
Yeah, not even funny, bro.
Oh, it's very funny. Stop fucking up the gene pool.
Okay, amazing. Jesus Christ! I lost my train of thought now. I was like cleaning some shit on my refrigerator.
Bro, who cleans the refrigerator and talks at the same time?
Can someone take the trash out? What is Othello doing here still?
There's 12 anonymous.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you shut the fuck up.
Hold on a second.
Do these Muslim trashes pay you, Pepe, for having their side?
Professor,
what Muslims? I don't have Muslim side. My point has been clear for. Okay, so people say like, "Oh, you're chummy with Mikhail and whatever." Okay, I think Mikhail and even Prince, when you're not having religious conversations or conversations regarding immigration, they're okay people. But my first experience with both of them was before October 7th, and I was very blunt when I said that I want zero immigration of Muslims into the West. Period. Now, Mikhail had told me, like, well, in response, he said, you know, I'm of French descent, and he said, well, you know, I think France should have a caliphate. And it's like, oh, amazing. Obviously, much different beliefs than myself. You know, I did. When have I ever been? When have Muslims ever considered me to be like on their side? There's not a Muslim on this app who's going to say that, like, I don't think they belong. That they should not be basically deported and not come into the United States or any area in the West. And you know, it's not. Okay, like I have my, you know, pretty strong criticism of Israel, but I'm not. It's not because I'm like on the
Pepe, there's
Muslim
a difference.
side.
There's a difference between criticizing Netanyahu for whatever policy his people. For example, we have a dumb bitch, a propagandist bitch, saying why is there protests? Right? Why are there protests in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem? Of course there are. They're saying you need to bring the hostages home. Defeat Hamas as soon as possible. They're not telling Netanyahu to stop the war. They're not telling him to stop the war and let Hamas become another genocidal attack against them. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I think what ends
There's
up
a difference
happening.
between you criticizing your government, right, and calling for the destruction of a state. Bro, don't get it twisted.
So
nobody's buying what you're shoveling. Nobody.
Pepe, the Muslims, I think what they do is they hear you being critical on the state of Israel and also the United States funding Israel in their campaign and stuff like that. And they hear you being critical and they're like, yeah, he's on our side. And I'm like, hey, Pepe, I'm like, which one would you choose? The Muslims or the Jews? And you're like, oh yeah, the Jews. Fuck the Muslims.
You know, I mean, if I had to choose 10 times over, like, which group of people do I find a much better fit in the West and least threatening? It's the Jews. I mean, I don't know. I know maybe some of you pro-Palestine people will take offense to that.
I have a question for clarification. If you had Thanos' gauntlet, you could get rid of one of the two people. Which one would you snap your fingers to get rid of? The Jews or the Muslims?
Whole kidding aside, you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, of course. Hey, you don't have to explain business to me. I'm gonna let you sleep one day, and you're gonna get the fuck up and you're gonna go get my
No, I'm talking about Thanos' gauntlet.
No problem. Wanna go for shits? If after one day you don't give me every penny,
or if you could ask God to eliminate one of the two groups, which one would you get rid of? The Jews?
Eliminate Islam, the religion of pedophilia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Judaism or Islam? Which one would you get rid of?
Islam, the religion of Muhammad, the pedo.
Hold on, guys. Can you both shut the fuck up? I'm not trying to be rude to you, Alpha, but I am Othello. But
our government back, APAC.
Pepe, which one would you get rid of and snap your fingers with the gauntlet? The Infinity Sons.
Royal, anywhere I see you, until you bring that evidence for that claim, you're gonna keep on getting.
Yeah, but Royal's a little hoary. Just ignore her.
Because we have these blue-eyed, stupid, dumb, blonde bitches, no disrespect to blondes, we have these stupid, blue-eyed, blonde bitches sucking up Hamas, thinking they're doing the world a favor. No, you're not. We're going to destroy Hamas. We're going to send their pictures to your TV screens, right? And we're going to tell you and your ilk to go fuck themselves and keep crying on the streets of New York, bitch.
All right.
And don't forget to suck that good dick behind the bodega.
Since Pepe's busy eating his Uber Eats right now and cleaning his
he's
stuff.
not answering because.
All right, Sarah, because he's busy cleaning his refrigerator, I will answer for him because. Oh, Matt.
Thank God. Oh, that wasn't me.
They pay him though.
Oh, it's Pepe.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, no, we can't hear you.
Stop it. Yeah, we're back.
I can hear the refrigerator.
No, we can hear you.
Okay, amazing. Look, I look at it like this. I don't think there's a natural alliance with Christians and Jews. We're different religions. Both sides have been antagonistic to each other, and you know, Christian majority the countries where Christians were the majority, I guess you could say, don't have the best track record of treating them well. Muslims don't have the best track record of treating them or any other group well.
But Thanos is gauntlet.
Sure. Okay. Sure. I find Jews as less threatening, but I don't look at. Kind of the problem with diversity is that when you get different religion and race and ethnicity are like the biggest fault lines. Do I think we are necessarily? How can I say Jews are somehow closer to Christians when Christians, with their different denominations, were incredibly bigoted towards each other? They fought with each other. They attempted to genocide each other. Oh, there's Jews, like a whole different fucking religion. Like, amazing. Are we natural allies with them? Like, not really. It's not how I see it. Do I think they're closer to us than Muslims? Yes.
So you'd say like Jews are annoying, but Muslims are murderous demons.
Hey, babe.
Oh, yeah,
Can
all
you
of
one
them.
thing that'll make me mad? I'll give you this $1,000.
Huh?
I said, if you could say one thing.
No, I would just say like.
All this $1,000.
Okay, where do you?
Say one thing that will make me mad, and I'll give you $1,000.
It also depends on like which fucking Jews, like Jews that were part of the diaspora in Europe, were they far more like European Christians in comparison to Muslims, which are mainly non-European? Yeah, obviously. But I don't know, like how when you have a completely different religion, you have to understand Christians killed each other over the differences in their religions. How similar are we to Jews? I guess I would just say, do I think Jewish? I'll just put a headshot on it. Ashkenazi Jews and some of the Sephardic Jews are more similar to Europeans in comparison to Muslims, like large. Yes.
I guess it's like which one is actively stating that they want to kill the Jews?
Oi, you're in my country now, English. Sorry, I don't understand you. This is England. Afghanistan, English.
Sure, I don't really like.
You meant to be here, are you?
Right.
But
I'm not going
I've already said
anywhere.
I don't
We're not
find.
moving until you do.
I find Jews to be less of a threat to.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
How do I put it? This is not weird, but
Thank you.
I trust a.
When I get home, I am going to plunge my face between your
I would trust a Jew, whether they're despite whatever part of the world they come from, I would trust them more than a Bosnian Muslim or an Albanian Muslim. I do think that, once again, the major fault lines, race, ethnicity, religion, I do think their religion is very, it causes a lot of fucking problems. I do think that Muslims as a whole are far more problematic than Jews and Christians. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I'm not trying to.
We get thrown off the plane. We blow what?
I'm trying to
All because Brownie has a bad
church up Islam or whatever. I don't know why the fuck I'm having this debate, to be honest.
What about the Israeli lobby?
So you were talking about
Yes, the Israeli lobby and our government, I think, is absolute bullshit.
What about the Israeli lobby? The Saudi lobby?
they asked the question.
Why did you talk about about that.
So like when it comes to here's the difference here. Here's the difference, okay? Like APAC is out in the open. We can see who all of the funders are. They're basically playing the fucking game legally. Do I think they should be registered as a foreign agent? Yeah, absolutely. Now, when it comes to
It's 5 years of my life.
the Muslims, if you look at Qatar and a lot of them, they do things like very shady and on the back end to try to influence America.
The thing is this: nobody talks about the Arab lobby across Europe. Nobody talks about the Saudi lobby, the Qatari lobby, the Turkish. Did you know? In the past 10 years, the Saudis and the Qatari lobby, right, in the United States have spent almost 5 times over the limit of what Israel and AIPAC has spent. I'm not surprised. They want Israel because of their one thing, anti-Semites. That's what it is. Otherwise, if they were really honest brokers of truth, they would actually call out all the other lobby groups. Israel, the AIPAC, is not lobbying institution, right, that is trying to transport it or transfer an ideology to the country or import an ideology to the country.
You had asked the question. Hold on, somebody had asked the question for clarification. You said you don't know why you were having
all these cockroaches.
alpha.
Okay, but I would say this: I do think that like Israel tries to co-opt the American identity, is that like somehow being Israeli first is the same as being America first. And this is not something new. Richard Nixon would talk about this. I personally, I don't look at it in quite the same way. And I do despise a lot of them for trying to do that. Now, I do understand that when it comes to another group of people who I think are absolutely not our allies, the Qatar and the Gulf Arab states that will fund universities and promote organizations in the United States, such as what the fuck is that? The Muslim organization, which is like tied to the Muslim. Well, no, there's one that's tied to the Muslim Brotherhood. CARE, yes, and they're absolutely outlawed in the Gulf Arab states for a fucking reason, and I don't. What I do see is them trying to. I look at these Muslims as people that are not only trying to influence us to take their side, but these are also people that are inherently anti-Western and are willing to go to war with us and subjugate us by any means necessary to fit their religious and ideological agenda. I do think that the Muslims are much more dangerous to the West than Jews are. I think you get a lot of these low IQ people who just like blame Jews for every fucking thing that goes wrong.
The Taiwanese have had protests in America, in Australia, and across Europe. The Chinese
you invite me to
in Australia and Europe, but none of them ever. Not the Chinese, not the Taiwanese, not the Vietnamese, not anybody else, not the Kurds, not the Armenians. Hold on. None of them during their protests have ever burned the flag of the country in which they live. Right? Let me give you an example. When the Kurds were protesting across Europe, right, against Turkey, they were protesting in Germany, they were protesting in Britain, they were protesting in Norway. But while they were protesting in those very same countries, they never burned the flags of those countries, despite their relations with Turkey.
No, I know, but I get what you're saying. I get
Western.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do think that inherently the pro-Palestinian side is far more anti-Western.
Yes.
I would say that even what you see in the United States is that, and I've heard the reaction, particularly amongst the veterans here in the United States. Where you get the pro-Palestine marches, and they will replace the American flag with the Palestinian flag, and then they'll even desecrate our flag. I don't really see the pro-Israeli side doing that very much. I do think that the pro-Palestine movement is inherently anti-Western.
Understanding.
Listen.
What about proud to be a Iroquois?
Look,
where you're like, oh, if someone said proud to be German.
Listen. I have the same issues with those. My issue is that a lot of the minorities proud to be Iroquois, proud to be this, proud to be whatever. Those are socially acceptable. They're not.
Okay, we're shutting it all down. That's enough, Pepe. Everything else, total waste of time. But here we are. That's the end of the show, ladies and gents.